I didn't know Amala Ekpanobi had an older sister. All gravity, any day above ground, live it. So you already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right, share, like, and subscribe, because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Another one. Okay. I swear, conservatives, I keep saying this, conservatives are dumb. They're just dumb. This is why I call them dumb conservatives. UTV, YouTube. Let me go to Young America's Foundation for a quick check and BS type of conservatives. Y'all are the worst. And not only are y'all the worst, y'all are also an American racist. What do I mean? Well, this is a term, since Miss Kali Fontanilla does not know me. Well, she will after this. She'll probably block me, but whatever. I have a term called the American racist. It means that you will say something, they will say something, the whole group will say something, and then within 10 seconds, own yourself. Ma'am, let's look at this tweet that went semi-viral yesterday. And I said, I got to cook on this. You said black supremacy is worse than white supremacy right now. It just is, with an exclamation point. They can get away with being racist while being praised. Ma'am, do you know what the word supremacy means? But you said you have an online K through 12 school and you were a former public school teacher of 15 years. So I'm sure you know what supremacy means, but you probably forgot. It's been a long time since you've been in the classroom. Let's show you what supremacy means. Supremacy, the quality or condition of being supreme, supreme power or authority, the state of being supreme or in the highest station of power, also highest authority or power. Oh, it says word nick, so you probably won't like that, right? Because it's the American Heritage Dictionary, the 5th edition. I'll give you Merriam-Webster, since that's what you conservatives like to use. The quality or state of being supreme, ultimate authority or power. So you're telling me that black people here are supreme over who? Over who? Are you serious? Nah, this is a joke tweet. You got to be joking on this. Maybe I'll get the joke later. And of course, somebody has to mow the lawn. They can become celebrities and get paid millions for being a black supremacist. I'm talking Colin K and Patrisse Cullors. Ma'am, I don't know where you've been. We aren't all on the Colin Kaepernick train. Was he done dirty by the NFL? Matter of opinion. A lot of black people say yes. A lot of them say no. But he did highlight a problem in the NFL. I got to give the brother credit on that. Patrisse Cullors is a clown. But I get what you're doing. You're trying to lump us all into the Democrat plantation. Keep a pin on that. Patrisse Cullors is a clown. You're a school teacher, so you should understand repetition. Patrisse Cullors is a clown. We don't rep her. Nobody's ever repped her on this side of black America. We understood the message of Black Lives Matter. We didn't rock with the organization. Especially when she said she was trying to disrupt the nuclear family, the Western nuclear family. I'm sorry. Yeah. Now we good. Keep going. They have commercials that glorify their race. Sure. Label their businesses black owned and get special privileges for it. Sure. Say black is king on the Disney Channel. So now we're bringing Beyonce into it. Okay. I didn't watch it, so whatever. All right. Have black only spaces at public institutions. You mean like they so dumb. Dumb conservatives. They so dumb. Ma'am, you do know that I went to college too. You do know they had their Asian groups, right? You know, they had the Latino groups. You know how they had the white groups. You know, they had black groups. They had Arab groups. They had Jewish groups. They had the African groups. Yeah, they had their own clubs and participation in events. You do know this, right? Here's a black only space for you. I mean, it's kind of changed over the years, but what about the Greek fraternities? Now, I know that's not based in black culture, but yeah, most black fraternities are black. That's a black only space. The blurred culture, which I'm happy to be part of, that's a black only space because the rest of them don't want us around. So that was created so we can have a space where we can enjoy things like music and anime and wrestling without being judged. Well, damn. Ain't that something? Black only award ceremonies. You got to be you got to be another one. Boy, black only award ceremonies. Okay, so what? So what? There was a time when the Country Music Awards didn't have black people there. We didn't complain. People went into the genre and made music that got recognized. Next. There was a time when the Oscars were solely for white people. Black people weren't that highly revered in Hollywood, and they didn't show up to these award shows. But you're mad at the Source Awards and the BET Awards and the Vibe Music Awards. The first and third are defunct now. You're mad at that. What happened? Did you complain about the NAACP Image Awards? Did you complain about that? Bet you didn't. Because you're probably going to tell me you didn't watch it. Okay. They can be the highest paid athletes in sports and still claim to be oppressed. Because once we get off the field, ma'am, get off the court, get off the ice, we're still black. That's called a uniform. Do you know what uniform means? One form. Uni means one. That's a prefix. You should know this. You were a school teacher. One form. One look. Ask PK Subban how he was treated in the NHL. Go ask him. Please. I would like for you to do an interview with that man and the racist stuff he went through. Go ahead. They can inflict violence on other races at an alarming rate. Not even make the news. You a lying son of a... Ma'am, your contemporaries over on the alt-right side of conservatism bring up Chicago every 3 days. I'm telling a lie on them. They bring up Chicago every 3 hours. We inflict violence on other races at an alarming rate. Damn, that word disproportionately fucked y'all up. Ma'am, I'm finna show you something. Who is inflicting violence on other races at an alarming rate again? Who's doing it? That's what I thought. Told you, conservatives can't read. But let's continue. They can coerce other races, especially white folk, to claim their privilege, give them money for being black, and even bow down to them with their hands in chains. Okay, so we have a KKK member in the house. We got a cake. I'm not even going to insult her. I'm not even going to do that. I was going to call her that word. Y'all know that word. Begins with B and ends with H. It can be one word or two words, depending on how you look at it. I'm not even finna do her like that. She sounds like Joe Biden when he said they're gonna put y'all back in chains when he was talking about them Republicans. That's what she told. That's how she sound right now. She must be an undercover Biden sexual. Who are we coercing again? Ma'am, I know you don't come down to the black grassroots level. You should. Maybe you'll learn something. We don't give a fuck how white people think about us. Me, I've said it many times. I'm indifferent on white people. If they cool with me, I'm cool with them. If they want to be a dick to me, okay, we're gonna be a dick back to them. But I'm not going to go in there with a perceived notion that white people are great or white people are bad. I could care less. I'm 50-50. I could care less. You got to show me something. And even then, we're not going to go pal around. I'm good on that. But for you to say that we're coercing them to bow down to us, you've got to be out of your mind. We're trying to get them to listen so we can get the cousins, because I'm Jamaican. We can go get the cousins, the Black American descendants of slavery. We can go get them their reparations. You know, that thing that's owed to them, which I also need you to put a pin in that as well. That's why we're even having conversations with them. How about you come over to this side one day? You could see how the people you're trying to protect, these white folk, they come over and try to be idiots and be jackasses, and we have to go check them. They can burn, loot, steal, and murder while leftist politicians bail them out and encourage their violence in the streets. So I guess you're not going to call out your own people. Keep a pin in that as well. You're not going to call out white folk. Should I bring up the video of them rioting in Philly before the Super Bowl even started? Should I put up the video of Vancouver when the Canucks lost the Stanley Cup? Should I do that? What about at UConn, when them white students destroyed, along with other races, but mostly white, destroyed that campus building? Should I bring that up? Should I bring up Sturgis, South Dakota? It's always funny that the riots that take place and the things that get destroyed here, it's attributed to us when other groups do this. But y'all don't want to say nothing about that. Or hell, at the very least say what caused it. But all right. They can call black people who don't subscribe to their black supremacist ways coons, Uncle Toms, house Negroes, and all kinds of racist names. No. See, again, you don't know what you're talking about. This has nothing to do with being a black supremacist. I don't even know what the hell that means. We call these people these names because they understand who they are, but they want to kiss up to everybody else, a la Roland Martin, and think that white folk and all these other groups are going to put them under the wing and give them everything they've ever dreamed of. Money, status, infamy, all this. And we call them this because we tell them every time you do that, eventually the white supremacy, they will break their tools. Roland Martin found out the hard way about that when he got kicked off CNN. See, he thought he was he's going to be the Stephen A. Smith of CNN. That didn't work out too well, now did it? He said something about the LGBT. They got him right up out of there. By the way, Roland also tried that in front of the preeminent white supremacist of this generation, Richard Spencer. And he asked him point blank if he was a black man. He told him everything else except being black. We never looked at Roland the same after that. But we can continue. I can bring up Candace Owens. She don't believe nothing she tells you on her show or on her podcast. She don't believe it. She's doing it for clicks. Amala Ekpanobi. She don't believe nothing she talking about. She's trying to get clicks and money. Shall I keep going? CJ Pearson. Every YouTube black conservative. Herschel Walker. Burgess Owens. Terrell. What's his name? Leo Terrell. They don't believe nothing they tell you on TV. They're doing it because they got a little bit of white acceptance like you did and think that, hey, this is the way to go. Not realizing that there's one thing that white folk do not like more than black people. You want to know what that is? They don't like a black person licking their ass. That is a hemorrhoid to them. Interesting. Yep, black supremacy is a worse problem in America right now than white supremacy. And we got a whole nation of woke corporate sheep cheering them on. Well, ma'am, last I checked, black supremacy ain't shooting up schools. Black supremacy ain't going on mass shootings. That's white folk. That's Latinos. That's Asians. Oops. I wasn't supposed to say that. Well, let's say it because I've embraced villainy. Yeah, that's what's going on out here. That ain't us. See, it's easy for y'all to bring up Chicago all day and with no context and think it's us. Okay, great. Some of the biggest tragedies in this country's history were perpetrated by non-black people, but y'all don't want to have that conversation now, do you? Uvalde wasn't us. Aurora wasn't us. My brother Torian Rain, he does a Black Massacre series where he details all these black towns getting torched to the ground and people getting accosted, raped, murdered. Our kids being fed alligators. Wasn't us. Should I keep going? Unite the right. That wasn't us. It's funny that y'all keep bringing this stuff up when we can come right back and show you that is white people doing this. It's Latinos doing this. Oh, the biggest one. Damn, I almost left the video and forgot the biggest one. Top supermarket in Buffalo. That wasn't us. That was an 18-year-old white boy who went up in there and killed 10 black folks. But it's funny that you said all that, because then I go on your TikTok page and you talk like this.
Did you know that Black America had the fastest economic growth of any race in this country during the mid to early 1900s? Also, 80% of Black families were whole. Mother, father, children. Did you know that the first self-made female millionaire in America was a Black woman? Madam C.J. Walker. But then in the 1960s, all of a sudden we started seeing Black families breaking up, fathers leaving the home, and economic growth plummeting. Sadly, it hasn't recovered since, because what happened in the 1960s is still around today. It's called crippling Democrat policies. There is a deliberate agenda to destroy Black America, and it's coming from the left. Did you know
that sounds very pro-black, doesn't it, family? Yes, it did. Okay, so you probably think to yourself, damn, Gravity, why are you going at her like this? She actually sounds pro-black. Well then, I want you to tell me if she still sounds pro-black after you hear this.
Dear Democrat Black America, if you are demanding reparations for slavery, something that you never even personally experienced, but then you eat chocolate with cocoa harvested from child slave labor in Ghana. Yep, 60% of our world's chocolate comes from there. And you eat that chocolate without even batting an eye, questioning on where it came from. You don't care about slavery, you just care about a government handout.
Still think she's pro-black now? So in one breath, she knows what the problem is. She said Democrat policies, but it's both sides. But okay. But then you said that Democrats in Black America, Democrat Black America. I don't want to make her words untrue. Democrat Black America is asking for reparations because it's just the left that's asking for reparations, not the black grassroots, which most of us don't subscribe to any political affiliation. But see, unless you come down here and actually talk to folk, you wouldn't know that. But of course, this is what you do to get hits on your page. That's fine. I guarantee you wouldn't say this in front of me. So I'm putting out that call, family. She won't say none of this to me. She won't say none of this to none of us in the black grassroots. She will not. So, Miss Kali Fontanilla, you have an open invite as well, because I'm going to send you this video once it uploads. And I dare you to show up. We can email back and forth. We can set it up and you can sit with your crowd. You can bring your crowd with you and I'll have my crowd. And I want you to explain this to me and explain your views. Because I guarantee you won't stand on it. I guarantee you won't stand on it. But anyway, y'all, let me get up out of here. You already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right. Share, like, and subscribe because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Take care. Stay safe. I'm out.